Roger, give me that gun, run. Right along that back, baby. Aim hot. Clear hot.
Ladies, gents, how's it going? Random Gary here. Today, I have some answers. I'm gonna get some wine. It's been a long day. I've been having some barbecues with friends. Been drinking lots of wine, a bit of beer, touch of whiskey. So it's been quite a good day. But yeah, I've got some updates for you guys. Both the stuff that's keeping me away, well, both of the stuff that's keeping me away from the channel. You might have noticed over the last couple of weeks there's been a few delays in videos coming out. I've been extremely busy in the background, and today I've got some updates. So first of all, my health. A lot of you might not know this. Let's get a little sip of wine. A lot of you might not know this, but I suffered a life-changing injury back in 2013. I snapped my leg in service. I was teaching new recruits. I was uphill in Scotland, and I snapped my leg from knee to ankle. I was wearing a lot of weight at the time, and my tib went one way. That's the larger of the lower bones in the leg. The fib went the other way. The ligament that attaches the two together, it was all snapped. The inside of my ankle was snapped. I'm gonna put up some pictures. No blood, no gore. In fact, there will be blood. There will be blood. There is blood. There is some gore, but it's just to highlight the severity of the injury. And yeah, over the next couple of weeks, I went through rehabilitation. I got lots of pins, lots of metal. They tried to patch my leg back together, and after getting the cast off, they had a look at it. They weren't happy with it. My consultant, the team, they just weren't happy with the progress. So I went back, I got the metal taken out, I had lots and lots of rehabilitation again. I went to somewhere called Headley Court, which is the UK's premier kind of rehabilitation centre for armed forces, and eventually I got diagnosed with something called complex regional pain syndrome. Now, complex regional pain syndrome, it is complex as the name suggests, but basically what happened was my nerves were so disrupted, my nerves were so destroyed that any sensation that my foot feels, it perceives it as extreme pain, and we're talking extreme pain. I'm gonna put up the McGill pain scale here. At the bottom end, at 0, that is no pain. At 50, the top end, that is extreme pain, and you can see here where CRPS comes under this. So I was inflated out of the military. I was awarded a military pension, and ever since then, the military, initially they were going to amputate my leg, but they decided not to. They had lots of complications with amputations that they had done, and there wasn't a great success rate, shall we say. There was not a great success rate with amputation, so they just kind of told me to keep chugging along. Hopefully someday the CRPS, hopefully it will abate to some degree, the pain will become less, and I will be left with what is a somewhat functioning limb. Even though we didn't actually know how good the ankle was, how good the knee was, we were hoping that it would come back to some degree. Anyway, over the last few months, my medication that I've been on since 2013, it's been slowly, it's becoming more and more impactful on my life. So my short-term memory is absolutely corrupt. You will see me on my videos. Sometimes I forget the words I say. It's not because I forget them. It's just my brain cannot communicate with itself. It can't send the message from my brain to my mouth to tell me what word to say. I've done stuff like in the past. I've left my daughters at nursery. You know, I forgot that she was actually at nursery. Actually, I'm gonna drop that video in because it was quite funny. She did punish me for it. So I may have forgotten to pick Isla up from nursery. However, I don't think she minds too much about it. Isla, are you my friend? Isla, are you my friend? Isla, I'm sorry, I forgot to pick you up. Isla. Isla, I'm sorry. Daddy's sorry. Isla? Daddy, sorry. Are you... Are you my friend? We friends? Isla. Here comes her mum. Isla, you my friend? Oh no. Are you my friend?
Did Daddy forget you? You're not in friend.
Oh, you're your mummy's friend, but you're not my friend.
My friend.
No.
I didn't forget. Yeah, I didn't forget you, did I?
Simple things like I would go to the shops, I would be completely grey about what it was I was going to do, and actually, I've got a really nice job. I've got a fantastic job. I go out and work with businesses and try to make their teams more efficient. I try to make their businesses safer and happier places to be. And it's not had an impact on my job, but I've got that awareness that I'm constantly paranoid. I am constantly paranoid that I am going to mess something up because of my medication. So I started to ramp down the medication. I did that off my own back. And my wife, she encouraged me to go and talk to the doctor, and the doctors, she had a chat with me about it, and we kind of agreed that, you know what, we need a fresh approach. What's been happening for the last 7 years, you know, it's not working going forward, so we needed a fresh view, a fresh approach. And I did say to her that I'd be open to anything, including amputation. So I got a referral. I went and seen a specialist there, the osteo team, and whenever I was chatting with him, I think he became aware quite quickly that I had kind of exhausted every avenue already. I've got a computer in my lower back. It's wired into my spinal cord. It helps me manage my pain. I've been on these medications since 2013. It helps me manage my pain. I'm at the point now where I'm trying to get off them, but the brain just does not function. So he went away, had a look at my records and everything, and he came back and he said, look, Gary, he said, let's be honest. He said, there's two options here. He said, you can either go down the pain management route, where you go off to the pain management team again, you check out your meds, you try different ways of management and mitigation. He said, or the second way is a below knee amputation. And I can remember thinking to myself, this is not something I want to rush into. I don't want to go into it too quickly because I'm in a lot of pain. I make a lot of emotional decisions at the best of times, and I don't want to make this decision based on emotion. So I kind of sat back and I said, what would you do? If you were in my situation, what would you do? So he went away again. He had a look at the x-rays and he came back and he said, Gary, he said, I've had a look at the x-rays. He said, the bone, the ankle, it's gone. It's not coming back. The bone has deteriorated to such a degree because you don't use that leg. Even if the pain goes away, you're not going to have a functioning ankle. So his thoughts were, and he didn't tell me this is what he would do, but in his opinion, the amputation is the wise one to seek through. I've been through the ringer with pain management clinics. I'm at the point where they can't really offer me anymore. The next natural step is the amputation. Now this is not a straightforward route. This comes along with its own added complications. There could be the failure of the stump and everything that comes around it. There's going to be things that are even harder for me to do than they are currently because I can shuffle about to some degree on my foot. But the low of it is basically they've referred me to the specialist team, the vascular surgeon at the regional hospital to explore amputation. So it's a strange one because it feels like a massive relief in some way, but it's a relief because we're trying something different. We're trying something new. This is hopefully going to give me a bit of mobility because I go everywhere on crutches, you know, simple things like taking my girls out on the bikes, you know, I want to be running along beside them, holding them while they come off their stabilizer, simple things like that there. And also, it will give me freedom for our kind of next steps. So the thing that's been really keeping me away from the computer quite a bit at the minute, along with work's fantastic at the minute, but is also myself and my wife have bought a new house. we've been saving up ever since I hurt myself. We never knew if I was going to be able to work or not whenever I left the armed forces. So we kind of just bought a small house. We bought it based on my military pension and her wage. And we've managed to work ourselves to a position where we can afford a much larger house. So we're moving from a very small house to a very large house. We're moving to Devon, which is a beautiful, beautiful part of the English countryside, quite rural. And we're going to set up shop in a brand new location. And just the size of the house, it means that we can have friends over without them having to sleep on a blow-up mattress. It means that you know, we're going to have tons of room. Both of the girls are going to have their own bedroom and you know, all of that kind of stuff. And actually, the big news for us is it's going to have a dedicated YouTube room, so I won't have to come in. Whenever I come in, I have to clear out all of underneath my stairs. Just in case you guys aren't aware of it. So I'm actually underneath my stairs. Oh, there we go. That's didn't plan this on us. So it's all in underneath the stairs here. As you can see, I have to get my tripod out. I have to get the light out. I have to set up all of my different kind of screen monitor and software. It is an absolute drama. A drama. I'll need to check out there, make sure it didn't expose any addresses or anything down there. But yeah, it is so tough. It takes me around about 5 to 6 hours to create a piece of content from beginning to end, from setting everything up, from getting all of the computer and everything set out. So yeah, it's quite tough. And with the new house, hopefully with the new house, we'll be able to turn content out on a really, really regular basis. There is going to be a lull. There is going to be a dip whenever we get in. The internet is not going to be as quick, so I might have some challenges there on the old upload. But things should be okay. It should be quick enough. But yeah, so ladies, gents, that's the height of it. That's the news as it's coming. That is the reason why I've been quiet. I'm gonna get this video cracked out. I do have another busy week, but hopefully I'll get another Gallantry reaction video to you very soon. As I've said before, if you enjoy this kind of content here on this medical stuff, it had a great response last time. Please give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment below. I can know if I need to do another one of these or if I just shy away from them. But I am willing to take you guys along on the journey and see where it takes me. A big thank you to everybody who's been continuing to subscribe over the last couple of weeks. It has been phenomenal. Let me just check. I think we are up to 4,100 subscribers. Is that right? It is. It's 4,100. So a huge thank you. And also, thank you to everybody who's been commenting. I've got to mention somebody in particular. It is Christy. Christy, you've been commenting on my videos loads. You've been binge watching them. I hugely appreciate it. I've seen them coming in. I've been with my girls the last few days, so I've not been able to reply. But I really appreciate the check-ins. It seems like you're becoming one of the regulars along with all of the rest of the team. Thanks very much for checking in once again, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a good day. Goodbye.